what I want to talk about was stress and the impact mindset exercise can help on the mindset with stress. But one thing you've got to be careful about when you are in a stress state. So there's a difference between a stress state that you're just in for a short period of time versus a stress state that you're in constantly, which most of us are with our work. We don't actually understand or realize that we're in that high stress area and we're not coming down and going back up. So then what happens is you've been at work all day, 8 hours, stress, and that's without even the commute, so some people are in stress for like 3 hours on top of that with the commute, and then they go to the gym and they do high intensity training or they just smash it out. And the problem with that is, again, you're stressing your body. So when you actually are stressed, you are better off actually doing lower impact exercise, and that will actually benefit the mindset and the body a lot better. And that's just from walking to yoga to swimming, just lower it down. So a lot of people think, oh, I'm stressed, I've got to let it out, but you actually want to calm the body down. So that's one little tip with in the relation to stress. The other one is like the feeling of, oh, I don't want to train, I don't want to get off the couch, it's cold, I'm tired, I'm just whatever the stories are that we all have in our head. It's been proven, and I know it myself because it happens to me. I'm like, I don't feel like training, and Simo's like, no, we're going, and it's I'm coming, and then once I train, oh my gosh, I feel amazing. And I can tell you now, I feel 1,000 times better than if I'd stayed on the couch and kept feeling sorry for myself and kept eating or watching the TV and filling my head with crap. And I see other friends posting the same thing. Oh, I didn't feel like it, but once I got there, I felt amazing. And it's just remember that actually that's what the body's a machine. It knows how to heal itself, and the endorphins and that it's going to release when you start exercising.
Yeah, exactly. So for those more rational minded watching this, it's chemically, scientifically proven that you must exercise to feel a lot better. And this is exactly what Rochelle is focusing on. What the chemical processes that are set off when you reach a certain level of intensity and the body starts perceiving that as exercise. And I will just use the benchmark of sweating. If you're not breaking a sweat, you're probably not working out as perceived by the body. Like lots of people, especially nowadays, we have social media, we have our phones everywhere, and I see this every single day in our gym. Am I right? I see lots of people just basically engaging in with light forms of exercise and going back to their mobile. Yeah. And while they're in the rest between sets, they're going back into the stressful environment. They're going back into the problem that put them in stress mode in the first place.
Exactly.
They don't even break a sweat. This is a problem. This is really a problem. I'm not cutting corners on this one. That is a problem that needs to be addressed. And the first and foremost thing to do is actually cut off your phone, unless you use it for music. But try to restrict the conversations while you're in that period, because your mind is not very good at multitasking. That has finally come around and started to become a spoken truth. Okay. We are not good at multitasking.
Male or female, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It takes the human brain about 20 to 23 minutes to engage properly in whatever activity it has just changed to. So this is one on the mindset side. And physically and internally, all sorts of hormones go off when you do submit your body to that perceived state of exertion that is working out, that is training. When you break a sweat, your body is now coping with the process of cooling itself down. Sweat is the process that is set by the body. And at the end of the exercise period, what happens is that you have serotonin kicking in, you have dopamine, you have, what's the other hormone that I just forgot the name? serotonin, dopamine. It just goes. About 3 or 4 hormones just set off that feeling good sensation that you have right after exercise.
Yeah.
So please, guys, make sure that you exercise just enough to start sweating, and keep it for a moderate period. If you're too stressed to work out for a long period, then 15 minutes, 20 minutes is more than enough to have a light feeling good period at the end of your workout. Again, the chemical induction of your body in that process will set off the feeling good hormones that result from you submitting that to the body. That's what I really want to emphasize. It's not just woo-woo talk. This is actually scientifically and chemically proven to be the case.
Yeah.
Make sure that you force yourself out of the couch, because it will be worth it at the end of the 30 minutes that you invested in going into a gym or a walk outside.
That's right, 100%. And coming back to the walk, so when you're at work or you're at home, you've had an argument or you're frustrated or something is not right, a walk will change your state. Been proven.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you think, oh no, wait, what's a walk going to do? When you get out of that environment, wherever you are, at home, at work, or whatever, and you go for a walk, and it could only be 5 minutes, it changes your state, and it puts you in a different emotion, clarity. You see things differently. You can breathe as well. So, you know, that's one that anyone can do every day, is just be aware and go, I'm going to go change my state. I'm going to go for a walk.
Yeah.
It's not a power walk. It's just a walk. It's just out the office door, down the stairs, or wherever you are, and take that time to do that. You will notice a big change in your day just from doing something simple like that.
Very true. Just very, very quick and easy to implement. A 5-minute walk, a 10-minute walk at the end, especially at the end of lunch. Just push yourself to go outside and walk for 10 minutes. Doesn't have to be a run or light jog, nothing like that. But there's the benefits of breaking the pattern of shallow breathing. We all have it. When we sit down, we start decreasing the intervals of our breath to that very minimal effort that we need to get some oxygen in without asphyxiating. That's a problem because we're reducing the access of oxygen to the brain.
Yeah.
When we do that, we obviously become less intelligent for that period. So this is really interesting how just
I'm
a light
always
walk,
intelligent. What are you talking about?
and you're even more intelligent when you work out hard. And try it for yourself. If you are conscious of when you become depressed or start feeling a bit down, notice your breath. Notice what's happening. You're usually sitting down in chairs like this, hunching over the desk, and you've become almost at a rest state, which is not ideal, because in rest state your body just keeps to the main basic functions. You don't want to be asleep during your awake hours. So step up, go out for a walk, go up and down the stairs, and make sure that your breath just keeps increasing in intervals, because we tend to spend most of our day within this range.